Dave Cicero to Dave Cicero, the kind of pop star guy, because that's a different life. Because, you know, I mean, obviously being in the studio, being in the flat, writing the songs, working in the, knowing the guys, hanging around with the guys, but now you're on a stage and there's now thousands of people in front of you. What was that first moment?
I think the first moment, I think the thing is when we first started launching and promoting the track, because obviously Heaven Must Have Sent You Back to Me was my first single that came out. So we promoted that in magazines and it was out. We went a couple of kids' programs and stuff, but it didn't reach the charts. So it got to about number 74, I think it was, in the charts. Back then you had to sell thousands of records to even get in the charts. And I remember sort of then thinking, oh, this is not going the way that I thought it was going to go. You know, I was expecting immediate chart success. You know, the Pet Shop Boys were bumming me up to be this protege, this new guy on the block, and I think at the time as well we had problems with distribution, getting the records out to record stores and stuff like that. So that didn't help the general sales of the single as well. But it didn't really hit me until probably Love Is Everywhere came out, and obviously when it got into the charts. And what I was doing, I remember one of my first gigs that I did to a big audience was in a Smash Hits gig. Can't remember where it was. It's somewhere in London. But I walked out on stage, and obviously backstage you had all these big bands there at the time, like well-known bands. And I was just walking around and talking to them all and totally amazed at what I was seeing. And then when I walked out on stage, and I just saw this thousands of people, you know, and they were cheering and screaming when I came on, and it was just such a rush. You just felt amazing because these people are cheering me. You know, I'm just Dave Cicero. I just came on stage and it was just such a great feeling to be appreciated and have that audience. And I was a nervous wreck. I still am. Even though I still do gigs, or I'm still going, you know, I'm nervous right now. I hate public. This is why I don't do many public things, because I wouldn't say I'm shy, but I just get myself nervous, you know, and I don't know why. It's just me. But yeah, I don't really like doing public things, but I had to do it as part of my job, you know, and I'll go out there and I just give it loudly. Went and done Love Is Everywhere, and it went down a storm, and I was like, wow, this is it. This is what I've been, you know, and I didn't want to go off stage after that. Once I'm up on there, I don't want to get back off. And it was, I remember Pet Shop Boys were doing a gig at Heaven nightclub in London, and they asked me to support them, which was amazing. I was going to be a support band for Pet Shop Boys, and it was a charity event. And that again was just something that hit me. I thought, wow, this is it, you know. And when I came on, and you know, the Pet Shop Boys fans were really cheering me on, and I started seeing myself in magazines, and I was getting on TV programs, and I was on kids TV programs nearly every Saturday. I was in every single kids magazine, Jackie, you name it. And yeah, it went from sort of, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to chart. Heaven Must Have Sent You Back to Me to Love Is Everywhere, just going bang. It just hit a storm.
Breaking up was a hard thing to say, but inside you, there's still love that you pray. You make me feel jealous, you make me so mad, but now that it's over, I'm feeling so glad. Sense has found me, for once in my life, and now pain has faded, all I see is the lights. Let's go!